Okay, hi everyone. How's everyone doing? This is Alejandro Bros, Chairman 100 from Mexico, and I'm very excited to be here in this mentorship call with all you guys. I would like to know where you're tuning in from, where you are. Let's see which countries, which cities do we have on the call. Please type in the chat. Where are you logging in from? Awesome. So we have Sacramento, Tijuana, Serbia, New Zealand, wow, Montreal, Kuwait, Texas, Miami, London, New Jersey, Ireland, UK, Charlotte, awesome, Birmingham, amazing, New York City in the house, Nottingham, Pennsylvania, San Antonio, Chicago, Uruguay, Slovakia. Amazing. It's cool to see. I'm used to give calls in Spanish, so I'm more used to to the Spanish countries being on the call. So it's amazing to have all these different countries now. Morocco, Louisiana, amazing guys, amazing. I'm very excited, very blessed. Norway, France, very happy to be here on this call. I repeat my name, Alejandro Bros, Chairman 100 from Latin America, from Mexico. And we're gonna go have an amazing call like every Sunday when we have chairmans, uh, high-ranked chairmen sharing what we do to have success, what we do to in our business to really attain our goals. So I want to start first of all thanking the company, thanking Iron Master Academy. I've been with this company for 4 years, more than 4 years. I started in November 2016. Time flies. I just want to tell you how blessed, how happy, how grateful I am to being part of this company because as time passes, I realize so many things. I keep learning what we have in our hands. We really have to understand the amazing project that we have in our hands, really. So when I started 4 years ago, there were like 4 or 5 educators only in English, and now we have hundreds of educators in like 12 languages, and we have different products like DCX, ECX, HFX, right? Before it was only Forex. Now we have stocks and we have drop shipping. So we're really becoming an amazing academy, like a really online university where we can really learn how to grow. At the beginning, I don't know if this happened to any of you, but I thought of I Am Master Academy as a training academy, right? But now I see it more like like a whole thing, like an academy where I can learn how to grow in every aspect of my life. I can learn how to grow in trading, drop shipping, but mentally, my business skills, my marketing skills, and I can grow as a person. I have come so much growth in this company personally that is amazing. I was looking like at videos and photographs when I was 4 years ago, and yeah, like I'm making much more money than when I started. Actually, when I started, my goal wasn't to be a chairman 100. Really, it was only to be a chairman 25, make 25, $30,000 a month. We're making now much more than that. So this company is really a vehicle where you can attain all your dreams, all your goals. So you really have something amazing in your hands. So today I have a topic. Who's grateful for this company? Put a chat in the 5 if you're really grateful for being part of I Am Master Academy. So as you can tell, English is not my main language. It's Spanish. So I'm used to give mentorships in Spanish. So just hang out with me. I'll do my best and give you so much value. A lot to go apply in your business so you can have amazing results. So today I'll be going through 10 points, 10 activities. So I name this training. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. your English is perfect. Yeah, I mean, I learned Spanish when I was English when I was young. I practiced it, but all with that now with this lockup and COVID thing, I haven't been able to practice it that much as as before. I haven't been traveling a lot, so I need to I'll keep going. Thank you guys for being on the call. So today I'll be sharing with you 10 daily activities to exponentially grow your iMastery Academy business, right? So what I'll be sharing today is 10 activities that I didn't used to do that much, but throughout my journey in this company, I've been learning, I've been applying them, and they have let me grow to the levels where we are today, make the money we're making today, have the success we're having today. So most of these 10 activities, I do them every day. I try to do them every day, like consciously. Sometimes some of them are unconsciously. But if you apply what I'm about to share with you today, you will definitely grow your business. Who wants to grow your business? Who's here who wants to be a chairman 10 or above, or who wants to make much more money in this 2021 than before? So if you apply this, I will guarantee you to have more success than whatever you're having right now, right? So the first point, I'll be going through 10 points, is you need to have clarity. Number one, okay? Number one, you need to have clarity, okay, of what you want. You have clarity of where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, it's because you have already arrived. I don't know, imagine that you go out and you take out your Google Maps and just tell Google, hey, just take me wherever you want, or just Waze or whatever app you use. What's gonna happen? Have you ever had that feeling that you just go out and then you're coming back to the same place where you started, like over and over and over again? That's probably happening because you don't have your goals established. You don't have clarity of what you want. And I want to share with you because before, when I used to think of goals, I used to think of material stuff. So it's like, Alejandro, what do you want in life? So yeah, I want a car, I want a house, I want a new computer, I want this physical stuff. But then I realized that yeah, having things are goals. But then you can also have different types of goals. So you can have a goal that is having a material thing, and that's perfectly fine. But then I realized another goal is doing things. So I can have something or I can do something. Maybe your goal is to travel to a country. Maybe your goal is to fundraise money for something. For I don't know. Maybe you like helping children or pets. Actually, with my wife, we have a foundation where there are abandoned dogs right here in Mexico. So maybe you want to, I don't know, help your mom pay her debt, or anyone in your family. So you can have something, you can do something, or you can be something. So what I realized is that your goal can be becoming someone. Like that I was after a feeling, like everything changed. So right now, what I want you to do is just think, what do you really want, right? And that's something that Bob Proctor, if you've been in his trainings, like what do you really want? And that's the real thing. What do you really want in life? Do you want something? Do you want to do something? Or you want to be someone else? So I realized it wasn't about the journey. And when I realized that it wasn't about being a chairman 10 or chairman 25 or a chairman 100, but it was about becoming the person you need to be to earn that kind of money. And right now I can tell you, when I started like feeling successful, before I was having the success I have now, when I started like realizing um, that the most important thing is how I felt, like how I thought, then the success started coming. So I don't know, you can have a combination of the three goals. Maybe you want to have something, you want to do something, and you want to be someone, right? Because I like doing stuff. Like the physical stuff doesn't move that much. Maybe yeah, I like exotic cars. I want to have a huge house, right? But then I'm more excited about traveling, like going around the world. Who's with me in that? Say, put out one in the chat if one of your biggest goals in life is traveling the world. Like that really excites me a lot, right? And then being someone, like feeling successful. Like I was so scared before of being a failure, being like just like in the middle of everyone, not like leaving a legacy. That really moved me when I was failing, when I wasn't having success, when I was like struggling to go forward. That feeling of, let me open the window. It's becoming really hot here. So when I realized, yeah, that being someone was part of my goals, then I started to have much more clarity. So maybe right now, if you don't have clarity of all of what you want to have, do, or be in your life, don't worry, but start thinking about it. Because sometimes it's hard when you don't know where you're going, and then you're in this business in Iron Master Academy. Then that's why people quit. Really, sometimes people quit very fast. If you've been in this business for any amount of time, you've seen people quitting. But people are like they quit in everything they do, right? People start a book and they quit. I mean, people start they want to learn a sport and then they quit. People start a business and they quit. And this business is really cheap, right? You can start for $235. That's for signing up. It's not a lot. It's very very amount of money. So it's very easy to quit if you don't know where you're going. If you don't have clarity. So when you have clarity of what you want in life, then really you become unstoppable because nothing is gonna make you quit because your dreams, your goals, what you wanna do, have or be is bigger than quitting, and quitting doesn't become an option anymore. So right now, after this call, I want you to start like thinking about what you want to have, and it's really funny how it comes to your life because I don't know, like sometimes the best ideas to me come in like in the shower, right, or when I'm walking in the park, like with my dogs, or when I'm just like sometimes having a beer, and then this great idea comes to my mind. But when I'm not thinking about what I want, then something just comes to my mind. I realize it, and then I start having more clarity. So when I became so this clarity came to my mind is when my business started exploding. So don't feel like overwhelmed right now. It's very common to be like a bit lost in your dreams and goals or what you want, and then your dreams and goals when you were little, when you were a kid, they have disappeared. Just remember what you wanted when you were a kid, when you were young. So it's a daily practice. It's a daily practice. You need to practice every single day and think about what you want. And sometimes, the ideas will just come to you. Once you have clarity, the more clarity you have, then the most uh, clear the path would be to those dreams and goals. So that's number one, have clarity, right? And then number two is you have to believe. But especially you have to believe in yourself. So what does believe mean? When you believe something, it means you're certain. Okay? So write it down. I hope you're taking notes. When you believe something, this means you're certain about it, right? Because you can have an idea of something, right? You can have an idea that, I don't know, that the world's flat, right? But if you believe the world is, round, then you're certain the world is round, right? So you can have an idea, yeah, of something. You have an idea that you can be a chairman, yeah. But if you really believe that you can become a chairman, is because you're certain. And believing is a feeling. You have to start believing is a feeling. And the most certain you feel, the most levels of belief you have in yourself, the most certain, and the feeling will start dominating your daily thoughts. So you have to be, if you don't believe in yourself, you need to start practicing. You know the concept of autosuggestion, right? So what does autosuggestion mean? It means lying to yourself, telling yourself that you're a chairman, telling yourself that you're rich, telling yourself that you're successful. It doesn't matter where you live. We have people from all around the world. I don't know if you're from any country and you don't live in the house you want. You're not driving the car you want, or maybe you don't even have a car. Maybe you're I don't know, you don't have the relationships you want. You don't eat the food that you want, and you don't have the bank account that you want, then it doesn't matter. You have to understand that whatever your situation is right now it doesn't matter. What matters is where you're going. Your reality right now is just a mentality. But if you start telling yourself, hey, I'm a chairman, I'm successful, I have this car, I have a BMW or whatever, Ferrari, whatever you want, I have a huge house, I'm successful. And then you go see your bank account and it shows negative amount or very few dollars in the bank account. Then if you start focusing in what's there right now, you're gonna start feeling stress. So what you have to do is start thinking and projecting yourself in where you're going. So where you're going is the most important thing. So you have to understand that we all started from zero. We were none of the Germans. We were born successful. No one's born a German, right? So we had to work really hard. And there was a point where we started that we didn't have followers, we didn't have a team, we didn't know about trading. We were like in like zero, right? Same as many of you probably right now. So what is that someone that started like 4 or 5, 10 years ago? I've been doing entrepreneurship for 10 years. So what happened when I was broke and didn't have money? I was starting and didn't have experience and no one believed in me and whatever. Like I knew where I was going. I knew I wanted to be successful. I wanted to be where I was going. And even though in the process there were many setbacks. How many times I thought I was not gonna make it. Like I was always like, I was falling, but I was always stepping back up again. Yeah, because I really believe that I could do it. Sometimes I have to be very honest with you. Sometimes I doubt it, and when you doubt about yourself, you start feeling stressful. So the most you believe, the most often, and with the most strength that you believe that you can do something, that you can become someone, that you can have that what you want, and you tell yourself that you already have it. You need to act. If you want to be a chairman, 10, you need to start acting right now, like if you're already making $10,000 a month. How would you feel if this Friday you got a check for $2,500 in your PayQuick or Skrill or whatever or Bitcoin, right? How do you feel? How does that make you feel? So you need to start feeling that you're already doing that. You need to start acting like you're already a chairman, because you need to be a chairman and act like a chairman and act like a successful person and act like you already have the car before you have the car. And when you speak to prospects and you talk to people, you need to speak with the strength and the energy like you're already there. And the people will start following you. It doesn't matter where you are. What matters is where you're going. But you really have to believe and you have to feel certain that you can go there. Remember, this is not like, okay, you're learning this, but you need to practice it every day. You need to lie to yourself every single day that you are already there. Number three. So number one, clarity. Number two, believe in yourself. Believe, especially believe in yourself. Number three, you have to develop key skills. If you want to be successful in anything in your life, you will have to develop key skills, right? So if you want to be a professional soccer player, okay, you're gonna have to develop certain kind of skills. You want to be a golf player or a tennis player, or you want to be a professional chess player, I don't know. Even if you want to be like a professional, I don't know, Fortnite or whatever video game you want to be, you're gonna have to develop certain kind of skills. So if in business you want to be successful in trading, drop shipping, in network marketing, you're gonna have to develop skills. So if you're just getting started or you've been in this game for a little time, less than many of the Germans that are in the game, so you have to understand that we have become good at doing certain kind of things because we have practiced it a lot. Like I can tell you, I'm really good doing webinars, Zoom calls. Okay, I'm really good at presenting and closing and blah blah blah. Well, that's because I've been doing that for 9 years. I suck at the beginning. I used to be really really bad, but then I practiced so much that the practice, I started being good, right? So if you're not good at training right now, but you have the goal and you have the clarity and you believe in yourself, you just have to know you will have to keep practicing. Okay, if you want to become a chairman, what kind of skills you're gonna need? You're gonna have to learn how to present. You will learn to know how to close. You're gonna have to prospect. You're gonna have to learn how to duplicate. You're gonna have to raise your level of leadership. That's practicing. So if you're at night, you're not good. So just practice. I want to give an example. Drop shipping, the ECX Academy was launched, what was it, like 3 months ago, right? Was during virtual convention that was in November. So no one in my team knew about drop shipping. Nobody knew how to place ads or make sales or make a Shopify store. And I have people in my team. I have a guy who yesterday, in one day, he sold $3,000. And he didn't know anything about drop shipping 2 months ago. So what I'm telling you, and there's people still thinking about, should I start my store? Does that work? And this guy just started doing it. And now he's selling between $1,000 and $3,000 per day. And I want to tell you, he didn't have the skills. He just started practicing, he put action, and now in just 2 months, he got that kind of success. But if you want to be successful in anything you want to become good, okay, focus on practicing every single day. flight time, right? So if you want to be a professional, you want to be a pilot, you don't have many hours like practicing in a demo, in the fake plane, right? Like practicing, okay? In the I forgot the word. But okay, you know what I mean. So you need to practice a lot if you want to become a pilot. So if you want to be a chairman, you have to practice a lot, practice a lot, practice a lot, practice a lot, developing the key skills. And you have to understand something. Right now, there's a law, there's a book I love about Napoleon Hill called the 15 Laws of Success. And there's one law there that says you need to have the habit of doing more of what you're paid for. So one day you get paid more of what you work for. Okay. So right now, that's the hard thing. Okay. So you're getting started, you're a P150, or maybe you don't have a rank, you're blowing accounts in Forex or binary options, whatever, right? So you're getting started, right? So right now, what you're working right now, the effort you're putting is not gonna get paid you this weekend. So what really happens, like if you've been in the business for any amount of time, who's ever have a family or a friend that after you started, like in less than a month or 2 months, they tell you, are you already a millionaire? How much money are you making in your new thing? You told me about it a month ago. Are you rich? Who's have had that kind of experience? Put up a five in the chat. If you have people in your family, like people you really love, like criticizing you, like a couple of weeks after you started, telling you, hey, are you having success? Are you making a lot of money? Okay, I'm gonna tell you why this happened. Because they're thinking like employees. When you're an employee, you get started, okay? You get started, you work and you get paid. You work and you get paid. You work and you get paid. That's how we were programmed since we're young to get a job so you can get paid on the weekend, or I don't know, whatever, whenever you get paid in your country, right? So, but when you become an entrepreneur and you start a business, it doesn't work like that. You don't have to start working for a long period of time and be developing skills and not getting paid. And that's the struggle, right? That's what they don't need to understand. You have to understand it. It doesn't matter if they understand it. The one that has to understand it is you. So you're gonna be working, not getting paid, then working, not getting paid, because you're developing the skills. But when you develop the skills, you're working, you get paid, yeah. But then you will stop. You'll work a little bit, get paid, and then one day you probably don't work for a week, still get paid. So what I'm making right now, the checks I'm getting right now, is not for the work I'm doing this during this week. It's for of the work I did a couple of years ago. Okay, and that I developed skills during all these years. But it's worth it. I promise you, it's really worth it to develop the skills. It takes time, takes practice. It's gonna hurt sometimes. It's gonna be stressful at certain times. Just enjoy the ride. Okay. So number 4, you need to have association. Okay, that's really important. When I before I am Master Academy, I was in different network marketing companies, like a couple of months. I was doing online marketing and different stuff like affiliate marketing. And I used to be the kid. I don't know. I went to university, to a good university in Mexico. I was an educated kid. Okay, so I have a huge ego and a broke bank account. Anyone relates to that? Okay, so I felt like I was like unstoppable. I could do everything I wanted. That it could be all my way. So I wasn't getting as much association as I should have. Association means like meeting with people, okay, that are running to the same goals or dreams or similar goals and dreams as you have, and trying to associate yourself with people that have better results than you. So in the traditional business world, that's kind of hard. Like like I used to have a bakery when I was like my grandmother had a bakery. Number 4 is have association, okay, with more like-minded people. So I had a bakery. I don't know, you know, I had a bakery, but I had like a shop, like a traditional business, and it was like I couldn't get like into the bakers association in Mexico and get like masterminding with them. That doesn't work that way. You don't get a mastermind with other bakeries. If you have a restaurant, sometimes they're not a mastermind of restaurant owners. They have their secrets. They want to keep them to themselves, and they want to build companies, right? But in network marketing, in I Am Master Academy, one of the best things is really easy to get help and get masterminding and get ideas and get association with more like-minded people. So being even in this call, and we're not meeting like exactly face to face. You can see me, I cannot see you. You're getting association. When you meet with your P1000, or you meet with a trader, or with your chairman, you're getting association. But you need to provoke as having as most association as possible, right? I know this last year it was kind of hard, so we couldn't meet. Well, you can meet with people, have calls, Zoom calls. Just provoke having as much association as possible, and try to meet, yeah, with people that are having more success and making more money than that what you have right now. Okay, you always wanna be the one that's making less money in the table. If you're in the table and you're the one making the most money, you're in the wrong table. Yeah. So here is really really easy, and sometimes when we get started in this company, we don't realize. How crazy and how easy is to get this kind of association. So one important thing. So you want to get associated with, I don't know, like P5s and your chairman 25s, and then with Ivan Tapia, Alex Morton, Chris Terry. So if you want to get like higher levels of association, then you have to become better, right? Because you have to develop skills, you have to practice more, you have to become better, raise your level of frequency that will raise your level of success, so you can start becoming in the level or in the radar of more successful people. So you cannot just get started and pretend that David Demoniti, like the huge leader, is just gonna pay attention to you and invite him to your house and blah blah blah, right? So, like for example, like 2 months ago, we went to spend Ivan Tapia's birthday in Cancun, in the Riviera Maya, and then we were invited by him and Monica, my wife and I, to spend 3 more days, like in private with them, like in an amazing hotel, like amazing, one of the best room in Tulum. We were them like private 3 days. So we were able to get that kind of association because one thing, we have become friends. They trust us, but because our levels of frequency. So you want to start becoming like getting access to more successful people to practice more, raise your energy, raise your high level of high energy and frequency, and then little by little you start contacting with better and better people. They will start noticing you that you're becoming a better person and you can add value to them, right? So that's number 4. Number 5 is you need to focus on production. Okay, this is one's really really important. Focus on production. One of the worst feelings you can have is being incredibly busy and not moving forward. Who's ever had that feeling? You're so busy, but you're not moving forward. You're not producing any results, but you're like working all day. Put up 3 in the chat. 3. Let's change the number. If you ever had that feeling recently, all the time. Yeah, so yeah, I'm busy. I'm working, but I'm not producing. Okay, you have to understand something. Let's talk in the network marketing side, right? We need to have clear what we get paid for. We don't get paid for prospecting just in Instagram. We don't get paid for talking to people. We don't pay for making the best PowerPoint in the company. We don't get paid for I don't know, like sending messages in WhatsApp or whatever way. We get paid. The company, the comp plan, what's going to do is going to check how many active people you have, how much volume you have. They'll say you're 3 legs, and then you will get paid. So they'll see the numbers, so they'll see the results. And yes, making sales and becoming like having a team. If you're presenting, if you're working, and you're doing the right stuff, you'll have production, right? So you need to start focusing every day on really if you're just being busy or you're producing. Now with social media, it's a challenge, guys. It's a challenge to keep focus. We have so many distractions going around. So I know, like if you want to prospect, one of the main places to prospect is Instagram and Facebook. But then you go to Instagram, you're trying to prospect, and you get an ad, or someone calls you, whatever, and then you're seeing something you should have been seeing at the moment, which is not being productive at all, right? So you need to start focusing on producing results, okay? And how you know you're producing results and that you're making productive stuff is because how you feel. We go again to the feeling. So how do you feel after a day that you say, hey, this week I'm gonna be make so many presentations. I'm gonna study so many hours cryptocurrency or whatever you're studying, like HFX. I'm gonna study so many hours. I'm gonna put so many trades. I'm gonna do so many presentations. But then at the end of the Monday, you didn't do anything of what you planned. How do you feel? If you're not doing the product stuff, you feel bad. Your energy is low. Well, how do you feel when you have really productive days? How do you feel when you say you want to do something and you did it, right? And you have a productive day, you feel really good, your energy is really high, and you feel amazing. That's reality, right? Because you're doing productive stuff. And if you want to become a chairman, what are the productive things you need to focus? You need to focus on prospecting, generating prospects. You need to focus on inviting them to presentations, on seeing any kind of material. You need to focusing on following up, on focusing on closing. If you're not a chairman yet, even P5, so all your focus is talking to people, exposing people to the information of her company, inviting them to presentation. You don't even have to do the presentation yourself. You have to make sure they're getting invited, they're getting connected to different presentations. So focus on production. So what I want you to do after today is every hour, no more than 2 hours, always like sit down, stop for a moment, and what? Hey, if it's midday, right, what did I do from 10 a.m. to midday? And then at 2 p.m., hey, what did I do from 12 to 2? And then 4 from 2 to 4. You need to start like checking on yourself multiple times a day. Very productive people check what they're doing multiple times a day. Because if you check yourself, hey, at 10 p.m. at night, what did I do today? And you're like, I wasted my time, I screw up, I didn't do anything. Then you have time to correct. But maybe if you at midday, you say, hey, I'm wasting my time. I'm not doing something. I'm just wasting time in Instagram and seeing crap or whatever. Then you have time to correct. And the next 2 hours will be very productive. Okay? Self accountability. Thanks, Ivan. Right? Exactly. Okay? So check in yourself different times of the day and focus on being productive. Okay? That's number 5. Number 6, be disciplined. Okay? What being disciplined means? Discipline means giving yourself an order and following through that. That's being disciplined. Okay? So giving yourself an order and following up on that. So, when we start our own business and become an entrepreneur, it's cool, right? You say, hey, I'm gonna be my own boss. I'm not gonna have anyone give me orders. I'm my own boss. But then what happens? You're a very easygoing boss with yourself, right? A boss that gives a lot of permission. So if you're your own boss and you let yourself wake up late, go to bed early, don't do the stuff you need to do, take longer breaks, and you become a really, really cool boss, right? If you want to be successful, you have to be a nasty boss with yourself. You have to be the worst boss. If you were ever an employee, and you remember the worst boss you have, because he was like pushing you, making you work so much, you need to be that guy, worse than him, with yourself. And that's hard at the beginning because we're programmed to receiving orders, and we're programmed to be to have someone telling us what to do because we went to school, then university, then the job, and we always had someone telling us what to do. But then when we start a business, we don't have people telling us what to do. I mean, we can have a mentor, we will have a leader like giving us, the path, maybe the blueprint. But at the end, it's yourself, is you who has to take action and do it. Okay? So you need to be a nasty boss. Remember, you're the worst boss you ever met with yourself. Okay? So if you say, hey, today I'm gonna do 3 presentations, I'm gonna talk to 10 prospects, what's easier, to do it or not to do it? Really? To do it or not to do it? It's easier not to do it. It's easy to think about it. It's easy to pretend to work, but the difference between the people who are getting success and the people that are failing is that many of us, many people are thinking, hey, I'm going to do it. They're working in their mind, but they never put action because they're not being disciplined. The most successful people in the world, they did it. They didn't do it perfect. They have many mistakes, but they did it. And some people just plan it out. I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna present this way. I have a plan every different way, but you never do anything. And when the people that become successful, they do. They act. They screw up many times in the way, but they correct. On the go. So if you say you're gonna do something, you better do it. Yeah, because the people that fail, this world is full of so many people with good intentions, right? They have the intention of being a chairman. Many people in this company have the intention of being a chairman, of being a six-figure trader, of being successful in any way, of making X amount of money. There's a lot of people. Let's go with good intentions. Don't be the person only with good intention. Be the person with good intention, but the person that doesn't. That's the difference. We all have the intention when we sign up in this company to make money, have success, blah, blah, blah. But why are some people doing it and others not? Because we all have the intentions. But the people that we're having success, we did. And we're doing it every day. And we're inspiring more people that they can do it. So don't be the guy that goes, to the grave full of good intentions, with great plans. And he had never accomplished anything. Really, the cemeteries are full also of people that have great ideas, great intentions, but they never develop. Be the guy, be the person that accomplishes everything that plans. Yeah, because you're so disciplined that wherever you put your mind, whatever you put your focus, you put the arrow right there. That's number 6, being disciplined. 7. So 7 is have initiative. What does initiative means? Okay, initiative means doing the right thing without anyone having else telling you to do it. So you do the right thing without anyone having you to do it. Okay. The people with the most initiative are the highest paid people in the world. The people that receive orders and they are good executors, they execute really well. They're great directors in companies, and they get paid well. But the people with the most initiative are the people that are getting most paid in the world. Think about Elon Musk, okay, the owner of SpaceX and Tesla. Man, the initiative he had to starting these companies, okay. Like the initiative he had to thinking about building, the cars of the future, and now conquering Mars. That's a lot of initiative. That's why he's the richest. Well, I know he's number 1 and 2, but one of the richest people in the world. Okay, the initiative. Example: Alex Morgan had when this company had only 1,200 customers, and he decided to join this company. That's a lot of initiative. That's why he's a chairman elite and getting really well paid. So, how much initiative are you having? Yeah. So, are you waiting for your leader or for someone to tell you what to do? Hey, have you prospect today? Did you do the presentation you said you were gonna do? Did you do this or do that? And you're waiting for someone to do it, then you're never gonna have a good amount of success. You might become a P6, a P1, a P2 maybe. But if you wanna become a chairman, you need to have a lot of initiative, a lot. Okay? So you're always inventing, always being creative, always bringing stuff and solutions to the table. Yeah, that's what the people with initiative do. And something that's really important, that you can start having initiative in the small things in your house, like in the common day, not just in your business. I'm sure any of you have something you need to do in your house and you haven't done it for whatever reason. So today, have the initiative and go and do it. Go clean it. Go pick it up. I don't know. Go hang it. Whatever you need to do. Yeah. I don't know, maybe tomorrow you'll have the initiative to clean the dishes after eating with your family. I don't know, wash the clothes. I don't know. Yeah, just find something in your life where you can apply initiative. Yeah, so it can be, I don't know, like in every single day. The more you practice initiative, the more you practice it, the better you will become, and the more success you have. Remember, the people with the best paid people in the world are the ones with more initiative. Okay, that's number 7. Number 8, high levels of energy. Do chairmen have Low energy or high energy? Put in the chat, low energy or high energy? Do top traders, very successful traders, like, do they have low energy or high energy? And having high energy was very difficult for me because I have the paradigm of thinking that people with high energy, like in events, like I was saying, like I used to be a marketer, like online marketer, and those people, like behind the computer, not going to many events, blah blah blah. So I wanted to be a successful network marketer. And I saw the events and I saw them like jumping around, and I didn't understand why they were having so much energy until I joined IAM. And then I understood that high energy is not becoming like it's not yelling, it's not being loud, it's not just jumping around and looking crazy. But you need to keep high levels of energy to have success. If you really want to be successful, you need to be focusing on your levels of energy every single day. And to tell you the truth, we all have bad days and days where we feel lower and we all have low levels of frequency. I mean, we all German guys, we're human. It's not like we're machines. So we have emotions going on. So sometimes we don't feel really well. So I'm going to tell you something. Before a call or a meeting, sometimes I don't feel like doing the meeting. Sometimes I don't want to, like, oh my God, I'm in bed, how I really want to do something different. I don't want the call. I don't know, I'm tired. But once I get in the call, you'll never notice what I was thinking before. You'll never know I didn't want to go on the call. You'll see high energy, you'll see power, you'll see me excited. Why? Because I know how to create energy within myself. Because I know what brings that energy up. And you need to find out what brings your energy up. I don't know. It can be like walking around, going to a park, watching, listening to music. What kind of music? Just jumping. I don't know, drinking even coffee. I don't know, like seeing a motivational video that you like. I don't know. You need to find what activates that energy within you. Okay, and then when you talk to people, when you talk to prospects, when you talk to your team, when you're doing anything, you need to be in a peak state. You understand this? If you want to be successful at anything, when you do it, you need to be in a peak state. If you're in a relaxed state, in a down state, in a I don't know if I can do it state, you're not gonna have any success. You're not gonna do it. Okay? If you wanna go on a call, if you have presentations, make sure you're in a peak state. You feel great. You feel power. You feel high levels of energy, and that you project that into other people. Because if you've been working for a while in this business and you're not moving forward, it's because of your energy. Of the energy you remember, energy, all the frequency or brains are like radio stations, right? So we're like sending vibrations around the world. Every thought you have is a vibration that goes and finds a similar vibration. So when you're in a down state and you don't have low levels of energy and you're like this and you're sad and you don't feel well or whatever, so you're sending that signal, you're sending that vibration, and they're connected with people that are in the same frequency. So that's why people come to your business and they're slow. They don't know if they can have success. And you're, what do I have to do to bring like that person that has initiative, right? That people that works hard, that person that has goals, then you need to raise and being constant, you need to be consciously at the beginning, very conscious about this, raising your levels of energy so you have better feelings, you have better emotions, you're transmitting better frequencies, and then you're attracting better people to your life. Because I want to tell you something, leaders and successful people, the people that will take your business to the next level are people with high levels of energy. And these people want to work with people that have high levels of energy. They don't want to work with someone that is tired and always complaining and talking like this, like that, and tired. They want to be with people that have power, guys. Yeah. So if you want to have better situation and attract better people to your life, you need to start with yourself. You start with your energy, with your thoughts, with your how you're moving. Yeah. How you project yourself when you're talking to someone. When you have a meeting, even in Zoom, how are you? Even right now, I can't see you. How you're taking this information and giving you? Are you like checking WhatsApp and Facebook and Instagram at the same time? Information is not going to work better. This information is going to work better when people are paying really, really a lot of attention, right? That are taking this information and then taking it like a Powerball, and just feeling better, right? So you need to focus on your energy, and you feel low. You find something that raise your level of energy, and that's number 8. Number 9, trust the process. Okay, when you believe in yourself, that was number 2. You're gonna make it whatever happens. When I start like trusting the process, trust the process more than before, that I knew where I was going, then my life I became way happier. I want to tell you something. When I started in IM Master Academy, 2016, I hit Chairman 10 March 2017, Chairman 25 4 months later, July 2017. So I thought I was going to be a Chairman 100 2017, but then life had a little more challenges. I need to grow a little bit. I was 27 months straight in Chairman 25. Happy, grateful for that, you know. But then, like Tony Robbins said, success is you need to be progressing. You need to be moving forward, right? If you get stuck somewhere, even if you're making a lot of money, then it doesn't feel like you're becoming more successful every single day. You want to be you want progress in your life, okay? So I was happy, grateful, but I wasn't growing the business. I didn't know at the beginning, but I was growing personally. My personal development was growing, but then I was becoming very stressed because I wasn't so sure about that I could do it. So you have volume going up, going down, moving forward, and then when volume was moving down, I started feeling stressed. And then volume going up, I was like excited, and then volume going down, and then I was get stressed. Yeah, because I was being, and you have to write this down. I was being an observer. So an observer, okay, is gonna have when things are going good, you're gonna make things better. But when things are going bad, you're gonna make things worse because you're seeing things like they are right now. That's an observer. While a visionary is always having success because he always sees things like there will be, and it's sure they will happen, right? So I want to make this clear. Yeah, how you will trust the process. So let's say you're good at trading, right? And you have your analysis, okay? And you'll hit you put your take profit one, take profit whatever, and then it's very rare that a trade just goes like straight like this, right? Unless it's Bitcoin in December, right? Okay, but usually it'll go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, right? And then you put your trade, okay, and if you're happy when the trade is going up and then you're sad when the trade is going down, then you're gonna close the trade in a loss, and you're not gonna win. If you're sure, 100% sure, what happened if you were 100% sure your trade is gonna hit take profit? It doesn't matter, it goes up, down, up, down, up, down, whatever. You will hit take profit. Then you're confident all the time because you're seeing things how they will be. And then your emotions are not up and down, up and down. That was me being Chairman 25 for 20 something months, right? Always go up, happy, down, sad. So I was seeing things like they were. How did I jump from being a Chairman 25 to a Chairman 100? Okay? By being a visionary. And visionary is not only being the first in the business, right? Like you want to be a visionary, be the first to join a network marketing company. No, that's part of it. But visionary means you act, you feel, and you move like the things like they will be. So if you want to be a chairman, okay, put a 5 in the chat if your goal is to be a chairman 10 in 2021, because all of you have a clear opportunity in 2021 to be a chairman, even if you're a P50 or you don't have a rank right now. Okay, so you need to trust the process that you'll do it. If you're doing everything that I've explained today, You're doing it every single day, so you'll be fine. You'll get there. Okay, if you're doing the right things, if you're being productive, you have clarity, you believe in yourself, you have association, then you'll get there, guys. We need to trust the process. You need to start acting like you're already there. And yeah, it's not gonna be a straight line. It's gonna be up and down, up and down. But you have always need to trust the process and act like you're already a chairman. You're making $10,000 a month. If your goal is chairman 25, then act like you're already a chairman 25 and trust and act and move and talk like a chairman 25. You have to lie. I mean, you don't have to dress like a chairman 25 Gucci. It's not about brands. It's about posture. It's about being, the energy you're sending out. It's not about like the brand you have in your wrist or the shoes, or it doesn't matter. You can be wearing a cheap brand, but if you're confident, you project that, but then you have a good posture because you're so sure it will happen, then it will happen. It just will happen. Okay? So you need to trust the process. Once I trusted the process, I was like, wow. Like right now, I'm working for Chairman 250 and Chairman 500, right? I know it will happen. It's just, I'm sure. So I'm so happy now. I'm so happy. I act, I move. I'm sure. Now I'm sure that will happen. I don't know when. I don't know exactly. If I tell you a date, I'll be guessing. But I know the right time will come with those ranks will hit. So I'm just being happier now. I work like I'm already making $500,000 a month. I'm not spending the money. You haven't earned yet, but I'm just there, right? So you have to do the same thing with your goals. You want to be a chairman, whatever. Just act and believe and trust the process that you will be there, and you'll be so much happier. They're like these businesses. You send people so much easier to your business. And number 10. And number 10 is what you cover all the 10 points. Being grateful. Being grateful for what you have, being grateful what you accomplished already, and being grateful for what you will have. So once I learned and I started practicing being grateful every day, wow, it was amazing. You have to understand something. What are the two biggest, emotions that keep people from getting to their goals? Just keep a guess, put in the chat. What do you think are the two biggest emotions that drag people down and don't let them be the best version of themselves? Okay, anger and fear. Okay, that's it. Those are the two biggies: anger and fear. Well, I'm going to tell you a secret. The antidote for being angry and being fearful is being grateful. You're going to be grateful and angry at the same time. You're going to be angry or fearful and grateful at the same time. It's an antidote. So if every single day you start practicing being grateful, you start being really happy. And then you can be grateful for things that already happened in your life. You can be grateful for whatever that's happening, right? Did you have breakfast this morning? Do you have a place to sleep? Be grateful. There's people that don't have a place to sleep. There's people in the world that they have a breakfast this morning. Be grateful for being in this school. Being grateful for finding an opportunity like I Am Mastery Academy. And also start being grateful for things that will happen. Start being grateful already for being successful, for having that house, for having what you want to have, for being who you want to be, or for doing what you want to do. Start being grateful every single day for things that happen and the things that will happen. And start focusing on being grateful on the small things in your life. Because sometimes you just want to be like grateful for big things, like, oh yeah, the much money I made or the car I bought. No, start being grateful for small things. Think about the people that walk on the moon. Like imagine there's thousands, millions of people that want to go to space, go to the moon. So think about the few people in history that walk on the moon. Okay? So they practice so many years. You're 30 years old. You go to the moon. You walk on the moon, and you see the Earth from the moon, right? Okay. And then what happens? All these people that being astronauts and they went to the moon, they come back to Earth. You know, they launch in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. They pick them up. They go to the president. They say, and then you know, many of these people get depressed and they start using alcohol and drugs after because they were focused only on the big things and they start being grateful for the small things. So being a chairman is not the goal, you know, it might be the goal, but you need to be grateful about the process and start being grateful for small things. Like, I don't know, if you have a pet, being grateful that you get home and when your dog starts moving, you know, the tail and it's happy and jumps to you, being grateful for that. Be grateful to your children if you have children. If you have a wife or a girlfriend or whatever, being grateful for being in that position. Start being grateful for the small things. Because you only focus on the big things, you're going to miss the small things in life. Being grateful for being alive, being grateful, you know, for having this business, for being able to learn, to be having the opportunity to help more people. So every day I recommend you, like you start thinking of 10 things that you're grateful for. I mean, if you want, can you write something, a small thing? So, right, like if you feel like sharing with the chat, with people that are in the call, you just put in the chat what you feel grateful for right now. Yeah, you want to share. You feel like sharing in the chat. My car. For this call, thank you. For life, food in the fridge. Grateful to be alive. This amazing opportunity for my family, mindset, 4 p.m. calls. And those are the 10 points. I'll mention them once if you miss any of them. Okay. So, point number 1 is clarity. Point number 2, believe in yourself. Number 3, develop key skills. 4, have association. 4, have association. 5, focus on production. 6, be disciplined. 7, have initiative. 8, high levels of energy. 9, trust the process. And 10, being grateful. Guys, I'm really happy that you were able to join this call. I'm very happy for your time. I'm very happy and grateful I was able to share all this information with you. I send you much love. My name, once again, is Alejandro Bros, Chairman 100 from Mexico. If you feel like sharing whatever, you want to share your notes, share whatever you learn, if you took a story, if you want to share it on Instagram, you can find me as Alejandro Bros G. You find me there. Yeah, I'll be happy to read your comments, your feedback, or whatever, and connect with you in social media. Let's go. Very happy to be part of this company. Let's keep running for 1,000 chairman. Happy to be here with you, and I wish you an amazing Sunday and starting of the week tomorrow. See you guys. Alejandro Bros. Alejandro Bros G. Yeah. So Alejandro, you know, like the song Alejandro Bros double S G. That's my Instagram, and I say you much love to wherever you are. See you guys. Bye bye.